Kathy O'Donnell. Oh, she is just so talented. Acting, French horn, yearbook.
You know, I used to be married to him, but now I'm the ex-Mrs. X.
Hollywood actor Richard Carlson. Were you really married to the amazing Mr. X?
Yes. We met on the set of Sesame Street. See, I had been dating Cowboy X at the time, and well, she's pretty complicated. We'll talk later.
Yes. Oh, why can't one of the Westmores come over and do my makeup?
I know, look at that. How many of them are there? Ern and Frank? They probably show up with a tube of Maybelline Great Lash, some Burt's Bees lip gloss. Oh, you look fine.
You're naturally beautiful. It's black and white. I'm not even there, and I'm already sunburned.
Oh, he's on his way to wake me up in the morning.
Oh, I bet they don't get many trick-or-treaters.
Good night for jumping.
Oh, wow, she could see down and inside a cave looking out.
When you point your long, skinny finger, 3 are pointing back at you.
Why, Chris. Oh, hello, Janet.
She's wearing one of the lampshades.
Saying yourself?
Explain what?
Rooting on the balcony. Just isn't being done this season.
It does look like it.
Lying to one's sisters out this season, too.
Strangest thing happened. I thought I heard a man's voice out over the ocean, calling my name.
Next time he calls, ask him if he has a friend for me.
Oh, the single ladies. Oh, the single ladies.
It was the wind. Or those foghorns.
Perhaps. But it sounded like...
Our mystery guest.
It's been 2 years now, Christine.
I'm pretty sure he's sunk by now.
But for a moment, out over the ocean, I felt very close to him again. He used to love the ocean, you know.
She's talking to us.
I think so.
He'd go racing down to the beach for a swim, no matter how late it was. And usually I'd be fool enough to go with him.
If any husband of mine ever chased me into the ocean in the middle of the night, I'd shoot him.
Well, I was thinking more like you'd bring him a towel.
Some of them bad. But I don't think I could ever love another man the way I love Paul.
Chris, you've got to stop talking like this. You're getting morbid.
Oh, it's not as bad as all that, Brat.
Oh, okay, jerk face.
Look at this dress. You can't wear black when you're going out on a date. Looks as if you were still...
Trying to camouflage your thighs?
Good morning.
Well, yes.
I just happen to like black, that's all.
I know. But just for tonight, it isn't exactly appropriate. And Chris,
Please lay off the perfume.
your wedding ring tonight either.
Why not?
It might make it awkward for Martin.
Oh, is Martin going to propose again tonight?
Well, if he drinks enough.
You can't very well put an engagement ring on your finger if that's already there.
By the way, what kind of a ring has Martin bought for me?
Yeah, my precious.
A diamond with... Oh, Chris, you will say yes tonight, won't you?
I suppose I'd better. Otherwise, he might sue you for breach of promise.
Oh, darling, I'm so excited. And I've got just the right dress all picked out for you.
Lady Gaga's meat dress.
Wear it?
Anything you say. And bring out my new ermine, will you?
Short-tailed weasels are so in style this year.
You know, Chris, I think your cloak with the sequins might look better on you tonight.
I take it you have a date for tonight, too.
As a matter of fact, I have.
All right. I'll wear the sequins, you wear the ermine.
They'll love you at the vegan restaurant.
Thanks. I like your hair like that. But you could do with a little more lipstick.
And you could do with a little less.
Yeah, Bridget.
Oh, shut up. I'm trying to look nice for you. Get your fur-wearing ass out here.
Oh, Martin would never honk a horn at a lady. It's probably your young man. By the way, which young man is it tonight?
It's... I've forgotten.
Have a good time.
He's probably just beeping at some guy who won't make a left.
You come home engaged.
Hidden Thin Mints, here I come.
Mrs. Faber, President.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Mrs. Faber.
Paging Mr. Herman. Paging Mr. Herman.
It's Mr. Abbott, ma'am. Thank you, Emily. I'll take it here. Hello, Martin. Don't tell me you're standing me up.
No.
Hollywood actor Richard Carlson! Yay!
Minute, well, no, I know it's not serious, but I particularly didn't want to have anything interfere with tonight. Well, no, you see, I wanted to show you that I'm not always the lawyer with his mind on cases.
Wow, that's a pretty thick condom.
No, I'm really the romantic type with my mind on you. Yeah, I thought it was a nice speech. I dreamed it up this afternoon in felony court.
It doesn't matter if we're a little late, Martin. The first act's no good anyway.
Yeah, besides, who's Alexander
To
Hamilton?
your house, then you won't have to waste the time driving over here.
Oh, I wouldn't do that.
But I want to walk over, Martin. I'll enjoy it.
Well, good thing she's wearing her workout evening gown.
Now stop talking like an old maid. Goodbye. There's dark down there, ma'am. And you, Emily, stop talking like Martin Abbott. Lock the patio door after me, will you? Good night.
Well, I quit. I'm getting a job at Saab.
Nice Swedish accent. Oh, I would hate to shovel all those stairs in the winter.
Hey, can I get some pants up here? Or maybe a towel for my butt?
Bridget, are you as preoccupied as I am about her getting her dress dirty?
Yes.
And it's organza? You can't wash organza.
I know.
This is a horror movie.
Oh, gosh. Shine on, Harvest Moon, son.
Now she can pop the sea grapes on her heels.
I love that sound. Nope, veer to the left. Go. Yep, there you go. Away from the surf. Yep.
Your pizza is ready.
How can you obey your inner demons when they won't enunciate?
Cliff, is that you?
She is so hung up on Paul.
No kidding. Oh, Paul, I love you, but you have a little dinghy.
Paul's not following me, is he?
Not scary.
This is not even scary.
Scary.
That's so scary. I hate those. I hate girls and those fuzzy ones. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them. I hate them.
Can I put you down now, Bridget?
Yes.
There we go.
No apples here.
Are you the lifeguard?
I don't blame you for being frightened. You made a decision tonight that angered him, and now you're fighting to sustain it. Well, you have all my hopes fighting with
This
you.
isn't the usual beach movie formula, is it?
I'm intrigued.
I felt you were married. I saw your husband dead and you moving toward a new marriage. But I see I was wrong. Sometimes I am. Good night.
Oh, the gentleman beach bum.
He's not really moondoggy, is he?
Wait,
You're
Right.
blocking my light.
my husband died 2 years ago.
I felt I could not be wrong. I saw him, dead, and his car in flames.
Jeez.
Have we
I
met?
don't understand how you know all this. I suppose people do talk. Do you live around here?
No, but
I
I
shall
talk
live in the
around
ocean.
here.
It is my name of where I live.
Alexis. Psychic consultant.
And mold remediation.
Oh,
I see you place me in the same category with fortune tellers, snake charmers, and magicians.
And a little higher than stand-ups and riffers.
but you must know who I am. How else would you know all these things?
Perhaps because we are very much alike.
We both favor very formal beachwear.
Free spirits, both of us. Like my friend here. We like the night, the mist of the ocean.
Also pina
We're
coladas.
Christmas persons. The sand feels cool under our feet. We're not like... Oh, I have to
Wow,
say
the
that.
ocean's being really quiet for
I'll
them.
say.
Martin?
Of course not. If only he would understand how little he understands.
Well, Martin is very logical.
Yes, that's why you should marry him.
Well, that's why I married Ron.
Oh, that's true.
And free spirits have to come in out of the night sometimes and put on their shoes, pay their bills, go to the dentist,
And go to the chopper.
family dinners on Sunday. You really shouldn't be so irritated by his little mannerisms, like when he clears his throat, announcing that he's going to kiss you any minute.
Or when he cleans his ear with his
Hands on
key.
tips of his fingers. How? I can't tell you how I know these things.
A little bird told him.
This does it. Since we're not going to meet again.
Christine? Chris?
I think the tide is getting pretty high.
Hi.
Hello.
I brought this face.
You certainly had me scared. What kept you so long?
Well, I was talking to this man. Well, he was here. Could I have imagined him? He was fantastic enough.
Hey, fella, that's enough with the fantastic with my chick.
Oh, I've torn my dress, Martin. I'll have to go back to the house.
All right. We'll go to your house first, skip the theater, directly to the Blue Angel.
Wow, it's always been that easy to get out of going to a play?
It's just that it's so late and I'm a little upset. Could we make it some other night?
Of course.
You sure you understand?
When it concerns you, Christine, there's nothing I don't understand.
Oh. Ah, God, I hate those
No,
crows.
you're okay, you're
Hate 'em.
okay, you're okay. Do you need your thunder shirt?
Mocking me.
Here, you better take this off my hands or I'll have to wear it to the office tomorrow.
Fix yourself a drink. I've got to change this torn dress.
Right.
That corsage is so in the trash. Clunk.
Let's see, 1 drink will make her attractive, 2 will make her gorgeous. I'll go for full Sofia Vergara.
That took 2 hours?
Wow, takes off 10 years.
How flattering.
I should have thought of this in the first place. This is much better than any nightclub.
Yes, and just think. No head waiter, no smoke, no people.
No actual fun?
No check.
Oh, Martin, you think in such practical terms.
I'm a very practical man. For instance, I just said that to make you pout. Better to do this.
Give you my gum.
I've been trapped.
Right. Now, if you'll just step over here to the sofa by the fire.
Another trap?
Definitely.
Ooh, this is a sophisticated adaptation of Room.
Hope you like jock rock.
What's up?
Pretty awesome, huh?
Darling, what's the matter?
That music.
It's just a phonograph.
But we don't have that record.
Of course you do. It was right on top of the cabinet.
Under Lil Wayne.
That's strange.
What's the matter, Chris?
That's Dr. Caligari's
I'm
cabinet.
sorry, but that was Paul's favorite prelude. I've heard him play it 100 times right here in this room.
And that was before lunch.
Turn it off, will you?
No, I won't. Look, darling, Paul's been gone too long for you to act like this.
There's a strict deadline for grief, you know.
Chris, I'm not saying this for my sake, but your whole life's ahead of you. You can't waste it probing into the past.
Let's probe other things.
If I can't make you forget Paul, we'll find someone else who can.
You're right, Martin. I'm sorry I acted like a child.
You can take me out of the car seat
Would you give me
now.
a drink?
Right here, ready for you.
Oh, good, it's in my sippy cup.
So you think I should go find somebody new?
A Richard Carlson with fewer miles.
Only if it's absolutely necessary.
But I've been so out of touch with people lately, especially men.
What do you expect me to do, bring some around?
Well, that would be very nice of you. Only you know how hard it is for me to meet new people.
Since I killed them right away.
Well, I can see I'll just have to propose to you.
Oh, Martin, I talked you into
And
it.
you sure did. And very fortunately for you, I just happened to have an engagement ring on me.
Yeah, he had it since he was 11, carries it around for any opportunity.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
She'll say yes.
Martin, it's lovely.
It's amazing what they can do with papier-mâché.
What? What?
He gives his headshot to everyone he dates.
Let me out. I can't breathe. Wait a minute.
Are they implying...
No sex back then.
French doors? That's a metaphor for something.
Yeah, that's true. Even their doors were suggestive. What does that mean? What does this mean?
Oh, I love the lilting notes of a toy piano.
Can't you hear the ocean calling? Come on, Chris. Race you to the beach.
That's when it's a coming.
I had the pear dream again.
Bianca Del Rio, my favorite!
She wore her Manolo Blahniks to bed.
Indeed.
Like any, yeah, I would.
You spent money on him. Oh no, another terrible saltwater spill.
It's tragic. She was smart to build on the set of Lost.
Tourism will be a real income generator. Ugh, this movie was the pace car for the Seventh Seal.
His headshot jumped to its death.
I know, I'll make play clothes for the ghosts.
Oh, she didn't poke holes in the top so it could breathe.
Poor thing. A picture of Walt Disney to practice kissing with. Bridget, just out of curiosity, is it okay to wear a peignoir to the grocery store? I am asking for a friend who likes to feel pretty whenever she can.
I told you sweaters to go to bed!
The ghosts of wedding dresses past.
Now, if this isn't a metaphor for fear of commitment, I don't know what is.
Right on.
Well, did she get married in a baptismal gown from the 1800s?
Oh, why didn't I read the reviews for this Airbnb? They're creepy and they're spooky. They're spooky.
I never know the rest of the words.
Chris. Darling.
Why don't you open the door before you try to go through it?
What happened?
I said yes to the dress. I'm so ashamed.
Music. Paul.
Let me help you up. Look, darling, you must have had a nightmare. It's all right now. It's over, you're awake, and I'm here.
Yeah, that's the nightmare.
Dream. The windows blew open.
What's so unusual about a window blowing open?
We don't have windows.
The flowers were all withered.
Chris, look.
The Shane Company. We'll scare the crap out of your betrothed.
Paul's picture.
Wait, girls keep magazines under beds too?
It's a bad dream?
Of Richard Carlson.
Awake. My wedding gown there in the closet. It came toward me. I swear it did.
Wedding gown? Didn't he just propose about 5 minutes ago?
It's just your bathrobe. You probably pulled the door open like this, and it flung out like that.
Oh, thanks, Trixie Belden.
My wedding dress isn't there.
How could it be, Chris? It's been locked in the trunk room for years.
Truck room? Gosh, they're rich.
It wasn't a nightmare, I tell you. I saw those things.
The sinks have eyes.
He doesn't want me to marry.
I've got some feeling that it's not loyal to Paul if you marry again. It's on your conscience and it makes you dream. Why don't you talk it over with an analyst?
He wouldn't understand. He'd think I was losing my mind.
IMDb
Nobody
fact,
would
they
understand.
ruined about 6 film cameras getting this shot.
Perhaps Alexis.
Alexis,
To great effect.
I ever once met.
come on. Get to bed.
Get to bed.
It's after 3. You haven't got time for any more dreams tonight.
Do we have school tomorrow? Are we going to the state fair this weekend? I think there's a monster under my bed.
While you're up, would you
Get down, get funky.
get me a glass of water?
Oh, I'll get you a glass of water, Your Highness. I don't have any other plans for tonight. Just let Janet do everything. Gonna put all the Metamucil in there. Here we go. Water not from the toilet.
Janet.
I thought I was supposed to be the baby in the family. Here, give me that water. Move over.
Okay, but no Dutch oven this time.
Night, Chris.
Night.
Oh, goodness, what a dashing car grill.
The Earl Flynn model. In like Flynn. I hope I'm dressed okay for the Super Bowl party.
Could you imagine? And Bite Squad delivery. Nice knockers.
Thanks.
So obvious.
Hi, Dee Dee Lindstrom, Remax. I'll just go ahead and leave my card.
She's wearing her Merkin all wrong.
Yeah. Yes, Phyllis Diller's there.
Love her. You know, it's about 10 feet to that room as the crow flies.
Woo. Oh, your hoarding is really coming along.
I'm wondering if this is Chuck McGill's house.
Childish, isn't it?
I think the ocean and the fog were more effective.
I agree. But in my work, I deal with many different kinds of minds.
Generally speaking, I think you could say that 3 types of people come here to see me. The first, a fairly large group, come here to scoff.
Yeah, sure.
Sometimes a few of them remain to pray. The second have childlike, credulous minds.
Cool. I believe you.
Tired and sad and need comfort. Well, all this helps them. It creates an atmosphere. You see, a mood like music. And in it they find a few brief moments of comfort which helps them to continue with their grey little life.
Hey, Gray is really in this year.
No, it
It's
is.
so childish after all, do you?
And the third group?
Oh, dry eye sufferers.
The third group is those of us who honestly explore the secrets of the outer world. I feel that you have come here today to join that group.
Well, I did want to talk to you about something.
I know. He was close to you last night,
I smelled his pomade and Old Spice.
and he's close to you now. But wait. Maybe I should repel him, not bring him closer.
Why?
His presence is so strong, it might be dangerous.
How could Paul's presence possibly be dangerous to me?
Well, he's got pink eye.
Your plan.
There you go.
You want to get married and lead what is termed the normal life?
Oh, cool. This is how Ron and I did our engagement photo.
Would help him.
I still have it on my fridge.
Oh.
Have you thought what people will think? What Martin will think?
I'm not afraid to think as I choose.
You know what? In fact, I like the song We Built This City on Rock and Roll.
Courage and the will to explore. I will help you. Now relax. Let your mind be free and receptive.
You're going to feel a little prick.
Now, Universal Pictures presents The Amazing Mr. Y.
Janet, you do have a tendency to dramatize, and
Stop treating me like a child. I tell you, she's been going to see him for weeks, and
We're at the library.
now do you believe me?
I was very eco-conscious of this film to recycle this shot.
She's been reading psychic books, too. And talking about Paul as if he were still alive. Gives me the creeps.
let's go.
Now what are we gonna do?
We're going to get a detective, see what he can find out about this spook chaser.
Oh, that is so ghostest.
20 years I've been operating among these phony mediums as a private detective. I've yet to find one concrete bit of evidence of
Okay.
communication with the dead.
But my sister's absolutely convinced. He's told her things he couldn't know, unless he were psychic.
He thinks he is
Probably
so
won't go to
cool.
trouble to investigate her past. They're thorough and clever.
What I can't understand is Christine falling for such drivel.
No, I've seen better drivel fallen
Be
for.
amazed at the people who do.
Ladyfinger?
Now, there's a millionaire right in this town. Wouldn't buy a bag of popcorn without consulting his medium. What's this one's name?
Alexis.
Ugh, I really resent his name.
It's a new one on me. Then they change their names often enough.
He used to go by Snoop Doggy Dog.
What a description.
There's a picture of him in this pamphlet he wrote.
It's expressionism, so you'll have to use your imagination.
This? I used to be a magician. That's how I got into this racket.
I can also burp the Constitution, so I'm in big demand at parties.
His line is empty at conventions.
You know it is.
Oh, they've been in your mouth.
Ugh.
Alexis.
That starts with a G, right?
was called to Chicago on a case once. A young man named Maru.
Oh no, Karnak has a rap sheet.
We need to get the Innocence Project on this.
He certainly used to look corny.
That's Alexis. We can report him to the police.
What charge? He served his stretch, and that's that.
But at least Christine will be through with him. I mean, if we can prove he's a crook.
How can we identify him?
Well, if you go out there and try to get his fingerprints.
But he may be using
I
them.
think the only times these fakes are really psychic is when there's a detective around.
They look in their crystals and see you coming.
Maybe we could send somebody he wouldn't know.
Oh, no, I think that...
It's like they built an addition onto the car.
It's open concept. All right. Have fun at your play day, see? I'll pick you up in an hour.
Just let me pull up the undies here. There we go.
Wow, that's a huge peephole.
Doesn't seem very discreet. Now, I did not know that trappers and society women dress so much alike.
This is from the Revenant collection. Joy Behar's here too. That really sounds like her.
I wonder what the rest of the murder is doing.
Will I be accepted to the Electoral College?
For you millennials out there, that's called cursive.
Yeah, larger cup size is always good.
She's got a whole bunch of grocery lists in there. A creepy psychic, unheard of.
It's fun to comprehend.
I hope for his sake the two-way is working.
You know, this is what happens at Sephora.
I didn't know.
There's someone watching.
Now to smear half of it all over my coffee cup.
Carbon paper! I saw that at Chris Angel Mind Freak Live.
Well, all the great illusionists use carbon paper.
Come on, Houdini, hit your mark. The scene already started.
Your name, please.
Harper. Mrs. Charles Harper.
Not Mrs. Charles G. Harper.
Yeah. I mean, no.
Oh, good, because she's a total bee.
Checking out her ass.
Now concentrate, and soon your thoughts will merge with mine.
Where is your USB port?
Perhaps.
That
Both
is so
hands.
dirty, Mary Jo.
I know.
Yes. Yes. So much better. I can feel your vibrations much more clearly now.
Oh, sorry, that's my joy buzzer.
But your pulse is racing. Are you excited? Nervous?
Repulsed?
No.
Oh, but of course, this problem is troubling you. The question you wrote comes to me, but faintly.
Well, she didn't press hard
Almost as
enough.
though it were false.
Is that a Kool-Aid mustache?
Another question comes through with all the power and strength of love and truth. You are concerned about someone you love. A woman, your sister. Is it your sister?
Actually, it's
Mary
Bridget.
Jo.
Older than you, but still you have a maternal, protective feeling about her. In many ways, you are more mature than she.
It's like he knows me.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm glad somebody finally realized that.
Of course, you didn't always feel that way. Once you were jealous of her. You envied her popularity and her pretty clothes, and you used to try them on when she went out.
Oh, he nailed it, Mary Jo.
They suited you because there was an air of...
Bridget, don't you see he's trying to drive a wedge between us?
Oh my gosh, you're
In
right.
many ways,
Don't look at his mustache anymore.
Okay, look away.
you are much older than the many young men who admire you.
You know, I'd noticed that.
That?
Does this feel uncomfortable to you?
I think I'll have a cigarette.
Oh man, if I had a cigarette every time a man made me feel uncomfortable, I'd be a chain smoker.
Mrs. Harper?
Yeah, she can stay in character as well as Kristen Stewart.
Those don't look very absorbent.
cigarette lighting passed for exercise back then.
All that core muscle.
What an attractive case.
Is it going out with anyone?
This little piggy went to market. This little piggy stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. This little piggy had one. This little... Whoop.
Did you know why I wanted them?
No. Nor do I need to. It is enough for me to know that you wanted them.
You think they're making out in there?
Totally.
Alexis, I hope that nothing you've done to help my sister will get you into trouble with the police. I mean, if they should investigate you or your past life, would they find anything that would make trouble for you?
Well, I was the streaker at the 74 Oscars.
There are many things in my life of which I'm ashamed. But, and this may sound strange, the memory that I cherish is a term in prison.
I loved the food.
There are many brave men who were imprisoned in their fight for science and truth, and I'm proud to be one of them.
Hey, do you think he did time because of his mustache?
You
It's
may
a
be
felony
able to
in some
understand.
states.
No, but anyway, do with this as you think best. I trust you.
Oh no, she's gonna lick it. Oh, gross. I know.
Hey, you might want to shut the door. There's a lot of bus exhaust getting in.
I think it would just be easier for him to sell essential oils.
I know it. Or magazines to keep guys like him off the street.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mary Jo,
Yes, Bridget.
I once had a boyfriend who was a psychic.
But he broke up with you before you met him.
How did you know?
Hey, Janet,
Do you know any good lemonade stands around here?
did you get the fingerprints?
Yes,
Good.
I erased them. Oh, Martin, he isn't at all the kind of a man we thought he was.
He juggles.
Thanks for joining us.
Half off stucco repair.
Well, that's why the bird has a raspy voice.
Thank you.
Oh, he's got two birds, he does.
Day off?
What time to? Yeah, Mrs. Faber. No, Mrs. Faber.
Well, she's all cinched.
And how is our client?
She's hooked good.
Good, she is. And does she feel that her beloved husband is close to her?
Surprised she hasn't asked me to lay an extra place at the dinner table. Here's a photograph of her parents. It's in the trunk where I found the wedding dress.
Oh.
This is Kanye and Kim.
When are you going to put the bite on it?
Oh, Vivian, you put things so crudely.
And your
Imagine
hair.
that very
Oh,
soon Mrs. Faber is going to press money on me to continue my psychic research.
Good. I'm getting sick of this Swedish accent. I need a new role.
Oh, I have a new assignment for you.
Heavy smoker.
In the obituary column. A lonely millionaire who...
did you tell the kids to play in the street?
Here. Help me get these things out of the way.
What do you pay for those junks of glass these days?
$3 a piece. It used to be $1.95. You know, somebody ought to do something about this high cost of living.
Oh, Dewey will fix everything when he takes office in November.
$25 to your psychic students.
I used to. But who am I to fight inflation?
I'm just a retired psychic on a pension.
Expensive car. Expensive clothes.
Mrs. Sasquatch is doing all right.
No brains and lots of money. So long as you're here, Vivian, you might as well check the car for me. There might be some papers or something in the glove compartment.
Okay.
I'll use a turban in case you find out something.
Plus, I hate how my hair turned out.
Roar! I want Jack Links.
What becomes a legend least?
The great sage from the east.
She must be sweating buckets.
I know the smell of wet fur.
And youth do.
May a diseased yak squat in your hot tub.
And coffee breath.
So gross. May a toothless yak gum your mother's wheat thins.
For a psychic, he sure gets surprised by customers a lot.
Yes.
This is such a pleasure. I mean, I've heard...
Give me 5.
He's gonna get compound W on his lips.
I'd rather not tonight, Martin, really. I'm much too tired.
Well, can we have sex sometime next week?
Well, let's decide about Friday later. Call me tomorrow.
I appreciate him trying to fill his calendar.
Will that be all, Mrs. Faber? That's all, Emily. Thanks.
I don't get rich people. That's all. Make them make you brownies. Pour you Manhattans.
Chris, let you and I spend the evening together.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Tired, we could go to a movie.
Well, actually, I'm busy tonight, Janet. I have an appointment.
With a can of Nair.
Chris, don't see Alexis tonight. Don't see him ever again.
Janet, I thought we agreed not to discuss this.
No, that was Becky with the good hair.
I think he'd be very good for certain people.
But not for me.
Frankly, I see you with David Blaine.
When some people meet a fascinating personality, they're swept right off their feet.
Like me.
Yes. But other people can be more objective, like me.
So setting aside the fact that I'm super into psychics and want to marry one, I'm pretty objective about Alexis.
Janet, I have lived through most of your growing pains, and oftentimes you've been insufferable, but tonight...
Mary Jo, she has the tape pulling her face
You're
back.
getting sore just because I'm trying to give you some good advice.
Look,
Give me
she's taped
advice,
back.
Janet.
It is good advice.
You should never buy whole life.
Alexis agrees with you.
You see, I've talked to him a few times about your problem.
Your outdated vinyl siding.
I went to his house.
How did you find him?
Pretty moist.
Fascinating. Absolutely fascinating. You know, he has one of the most...
Okay,
Yeah,
that I don't
yep,
need to...
yep, yep,
well, that's
yep,
good.
yep.
We can fill in the blanks.
Conclusion while discussing my problem?
Well, we talked a little about me, too.
And a lot about something called consent.
Good night. I'll leave you alone with your objectivity.
Gosh, Mary Jo, do you remember back in the day when you and I got in that huge fight over lunch about who was really dating Doug Henning?
Well, there's just something about Canadian illusionists.
A man in hand is worth one in the bush.
And heart pounding within the posted speed limit chase across town ensued.
You just won its crystal balls.
And now a view of the side yard.
Alexis, I had to...
I want to return my palm reading.
I feel a disturbance. If we are to reach the outer world tonight, we must leave behind us all thoughts that are hostile and on a low emotional level.
He knows we made fun of his girl name.
Now, Janet, this is your first seance. There must be some skepticism in your mind.
Oh, no.
Perhaps only in your subconscious mind, but nevertheless we shall proceed under test conditions. If you will be good enough to hold this key for me. And Christine, will you tie my wrists together securely?
Oh, there's no need to do that, Alexis.
No need indeed. Mary Jo, I think we should shut this off.
Here, Chris, you take
No
the key
idea.
out, tie his wrist.
All right, Janet. Start with the right one.
So, is there an amazing Mrs. X?
Tightly. That's good. Now tie my hands behind my back.
Now, what season of The Bachelor is this?
Very tightly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now lock the cabinet
And give me all your money. Don't!
so that you know that I cannot possibly move from this chair.
Joke's on them. They locked him in the booze cabinet.
Christine, will you switch off the light? The switch is right in behind you.
Well, all I can say is thank goodness the internet came along and scams became easier for both parties involved.
Sit down on the table.
We can't find it. It's completely dark.
And clasp your hands together tightly, with a key between your palms.
Oh, Minnesotans would never fall for the clasp hands thing.
Ugh.
If you see anything at all, do not move around or cry out.
Dessert? Oh, I'll come back later.
Does this bug you? Does this bug you? I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Ew, your hands smell like peanut butter.
He goes to a lot of effort just to touch women.
What happens when Dwight D. Eisenhower meets the identical twin he didn't even know he had?
Very well, isn't that? Here's Janet. That's Dad.
Boing, boing.
Better one, better two.
Oh yeah, that was Dad. He left us again.
Do you feel it, Janet? The chill?
A little bit of helium for fun.
Nice.
Cold breeze. Like ice.
Now I dress up like an executioner and really make 'em wet 'em. I'm not stoned, you're stoned.
Oh, they're at a seance drive-in.
And yet I feel nothing.
Dueling pianos tonight at Chez Alexis.
I'd sure like to know what's going on in there.
We all would.
Staging a seance would be a good opportunity to prove he's a phony.
Let's sneak around back. There may be a window we can look through.
Or climb through.
Oh, that's a little creepier than I signed up for, so just go ahead without me.
A mask that looks like a facelift. Impress people without spending lots of money.
Or healing time.
Right.
More coffee? Great.
I am the great and powerful Steve Johnson of American Family Life Insurance.
I'm not stoned, you're stoned.
Image, stage right, even.
Be right back with your check.
Martin, what are you doing?
Showing you what a phony this man is. Where's the key?
Oh, he scubaed across the Pacific and steps out in a
He's
tuxedo.
still in here.
To outer space! Oh.
Oh man, I totally hotboxed it.
What is it?
He's quick on his feet, I'll say that for him.
How could he get out when I locked him in?
He could show you if he wanted to. You tie a knot like this. And then?
Martin, this is dreadful.
Yes, it is. I'm afraid I must insist you don't come here again.
Insist? By what right do you insist?
Well, we're engaged.
Okay, I gave you a promise
I
ring.
think as I pleased. And I won't close my mind to truth just because you don't happen to understand them.
Truth, poppycock. Be logical, Chris. Be logical.
Pardon me, Mr. Abbott. Do you think you could possibly defer your discussion long enough to untie this rope?
Oh, I'm sorry, Alexis. I'll do it.
I happen to understand more about these things than you do. Do you realize that man has a criminal record?
Alexis told us he was once in prison, if that's what you mean.
Sometimes a prison record is something to be proud of.
And sometimes that pride helps you get a job after you've done 30 years.
I saw him. I saw Paul.
We will bring him back.
Even if you could bring him back, she'd be better off if he stayed where he is, dead. She never meant anything to him but money.
Martin.
He'd been married and divorced before, each time with cash settlements. If he'd lived, he'd have made you miserable and ended up where he belongs.
Come
jail.
in!
I never thought you'd attack a dead
Come
man
in!
with lies he can't answer.
Yes, it's in the
I
record.
said come in!
When Martin disappeared, did you or did you not ask me to investigate?
Hey, I'm not on trial here.
Well, in the course of my snooping, I found a second Mrs. Faber. Divorced in Las Vegas just 6 months before he married you. I think he went over there to see her.
Over where? The closet?
I never could find her, though, and Paul was dead, so...
Seems very strange that if it were true, you didn't find it necessary to tell Mrs. Faber.
Yes, I suppose it is strange.
Tickle.
It's silly to try and protect the girl you love. She only runs as fast as she can to another phony like you.
I know you are, but what am I?
Come on, Hoffman, let's get out of here.
Will you stop fondling the furniture?
I'd hope we might stay around a while.
You should stay. You'd soon learn what amazing powers Alexis has.
I'm always willing to learn. Perhaps you'd like to resume the seance.
Yes. Under real test conditions.
And have you report me for conducting a seance?
My soothsaying license is current, I'll have you know.
Probably could report you now. But if you'll sit down here at this table, and while we all hold hands like real good friends, you can make any of your spirits walk or talk. I think Mr. Hoffman will let it ride this time.
He just wants to hold hands with everybody.
Show them, Alexis.
Yes, Alexis. Do.
I'm afraid under such hostile circumstances, any contact with the spirit world would be practically impossible.
Yeah, I've heard that patter routine before. I know it's easier when you can run around the room in the dark.
He doesn't run around in the dark.
He peeped me in broad daylight.
Alexis, let them see for themselves what you can do.
Okay, let's go.
Acting omitted for clarity.
Oh, yep, it's a seance intervention.
You know, you really ought to have down the premises for tight spots like this.
We checked, you see, to make sure you hadn't.
He talks so loud.
You mean we'll frighten the ghost?
He's a comedian, too.
What? You see this guy? This guy's in love with you. Maybe I am high.
Christine.
You see,
Christine.
Where's the remote?
it's Paul. It's his voice.
I didn't mean to frighten you ever. But I had to get through to you somehow. I've always loved you, you know that.
Yes, Paul.
Ta-da!
The what?
And if you could only believe, we could be together for always.
What? I just blew my own mind.
Wasn't anybody out there.
This movie's rigged.
There's never anything like this.
If everybody will excuse me, this has been a terrible strain.
Sitting there has proved too much for my delicate constitution.
Come on, Chris. I'll take you home.
It is like a Mary Richards party.
Everybody's scattering. Oh, hey, anyone want the leftover Costco mini quiches?
My favorite part of the seance, my own personal after party.
I only said Mary Worth twice.
Oh, there's a lot of weird lips in this movie.
You said it.
You're used to raising the dead, aren't you? Although I guess with me it was a little easier, because I'm only legally dead.
Not like all those illegally dead people making it harder for the rest of us.
Ever since my widow started coming to you, Alexis, I find your methods quite amusing. Excellent.
It's my hot dog water.
The medium is now the mediumer.
That rope thing.
Manipulation. But how did
The
you...
cabinet? Just push a button and the idiots reach for their checkbooks.
It
Hey,
isn't quite as simple as all that. There's a lot of psychology involved and research.
Sounds dangerously like work.
Not if you call in sick every day.
However, your bag of tricks can be useful to us in our present plans.
We, have plans?
I didn't help you out tonight just for the fun of it, my friend. I can use you. You see, I need money. A lot of it.
oh, that makes you so unusual.
If you went back to Christine, you could have anything you want.
You don't seem to have a very analytical mind.
No, but Christine still loves you. She...
Oh, that's right. You're a dipshit.
You mean if you weren't dead, the police might want to know who it was they found burnt to death in your car?
Exactly.
Aha! Wait, what part?
Have I been using the wrong piece of music?
What? Oh, no.
No, no,
The
no.
right one for Christine. I used this one for my first wife.
2 wives? I can't even get
The
one.
ashes they found in the car.
It was me they found in the car. Don't forget it.
Forget what? See?
Perhaps I should point out that I'm in a very curious position. Since I'm believed dead, I could even kill a man. Nobody'd think of looking for me.
Well, I was just having this conversation with Ron last week.
You guys are a great
While I'm
couple.
alive, without exposing yourself.
That's right, I can't. It is a very curious position.
And a profitable one. I don't think it's too premature to congratulate you upon an extremely advantageous marriage.
Darling, I thought you'd never ask.
Come, my friend. You must be prepared to make some small sacrifices.
You don't expect me to marry Christine.
No, the little one, Janet. She's still young enough to be dazzled by you. From then on, getting that estate will be like taking candy away from a baby.
I don't think Christine would allow it.
She loves candy.
I'll take care of Christine.
Wait, which one's Christine?
I'm a little rusty on this one. I'll have to practice. Have this piano tuned, will you?
Yeah, I'm going to need you to go ahead and get the piano tuned.
In a tragic turn of events, Deborah Carr and Burt Lancaster were swept out to sea.
Oh, I wish that guy would get done tuning the piano.
Oh, no, ma'am, not for you. Not after the night you've been having. Yes, that's for you. Hot milk? Yes, ma'am. I'd rather have the coffee.
I'll see that she drinks it, Emily.
All right, I'll take it, but it won't do any good.
You should really try and get more sleep, Christine.
Have you tried watching this movie?
Cat. I'm never alone anymore. I keep hearing
There's something Arch Hall Jr.-esque about it.
Yes, it is.
Not a joke, just an
I
observation.
suppose, but it's been frightening.
Drink your milk while it's hot. It'll help.
Not as much as a White Russian, but...
Do you suppose we've made a mistake?
Yes.
That first day when I came to your house, you said it might be better to repel Paul's spirit instead of bringing it closer. Perhaps you were right.
Perhaps I was right.
Then would it be better to try to break the contact now and not go...
It's too late.
We're 4/5 into the
Never
movie.
break the contact.
Is that a lot? I don't get fractions.
That's what we started.
It would only bring me rest.
Now I'm hungry.
Well, let's begin the seance now.
I didn't bring my seance stuff.
I think that Before we start, you should relax.
Take a break from sitting.
I should be more familiar with the surroundings. It is very difficult for me in a strange house. Perhaps if I walked around the outside for a while.
I'll show you. We can even go to the ocean.
Well, then you'll have to pack a cooler.
Go ahead, Janet. I'm feeling rather tired.
I give that milk 5 minutes to hit her lower intestine.
Okay, Alexis, my business idea is called Psychic Source, and we get Tori Spelling to endorse us. And are you paying attention? Are you paying attention?
Watch your step. It's awfully steep.
She's right. I almost slipped.
Wow, that was an amazing standing long jump.
Oh, don't go for the tool snagging
Oh,
rock.
I hate when I snag my tool.
You can't fix it.
No, I think I have talent along spirit lines.
You do?
Yes, I've been reading and studying. I think maybe I'm meeting a mystic.
Oh.
You know
He
that
seems
seance
awfully
we had at your
bitchy
house?
about Paul.
Yeah.
Was that Paul's first visitation? Alexis.
Oh, yes, it was.
You see, maybe it's because I was there, all tuned in and sensitive.
Oh, no, that was NPR.
Well, it could be. Did you ever see a better spirit manifestation?
No, darling. That was an all-time record.
I'm getting ready to manifest some spirits.
Her tummy, after all that milk.
Are you thinking about my sister?
Yeah.
She's very attractive, isn't she?
In a B-movie kind of way, yeah.
Admire Chris.
But Christine will always belong to Paul.
I suppose that's true.
Yeah, bad service
I
contract.
wish she wouldn't be so unhappy. Do you suppose they'll be joined together someday in celestial companionship?
She really is high.
through all eternity, like it says in the book.
You gave her the courtesy smile.
I'm sure they will.
Alexis, do you think I'd make a good celestial companion?
Do you snore?
I think you'd be wonderful.
And we'd love each other through all eternity?
Oh, even longer.
Alexis, why don't we start right here on the Earth plane?
Or how about in the back seat of the Earth car?
Oh, I'm sorry, I kissed off your mustache.
Oh, even the cameraman had to turn away.
Could one of her nieces or nephews download her some new music, please?
But Mary Jo, this is Paul's favorite prelude. I mean, it's what she wrote on the cassette anyway.
Yeah, on the other side it says, "Dog and butterfly, do not record over!" Exclamation point.
Oh, did I get pasteurized last night?
Whoa. Psychedorkic.
Ladies?
I've come for you, dear.
I thought Jesus would look different.
Hurry, Chris.
Paul, wait.
I bought some new sheet music.
I'm frightened.
There's nothing to be afraid of.
I'm just gonna scare you to death. Sheesh.
Statue lady here. If anybody's got any clothes, could you just toss them in this basket?
Does anyone ever put on a bathing costume to go to the beach in this community?
Oh. Yeah, they wear champagne clothes for beer activities.
What exactly are beer activities?
I don't know.
You know what a teetotaler I am.
Oh, I'm afraid.
Don't tell a ghost that.
Race you to the beach.
Husband is a coward.
That was the You Had Me at Hello of 1948.
Cellophane flowers
Oh, Heathcliff.
towering over.
It would degrade me to marry Heathcliff now, so he shall never know how I love him, and that not because he's handsome, but because he's more myself than I am.
Newspaper taxis appear on the shore. Oh, she's rolling like a Ford Ranger.
Christine's filled out.
Oh my gosh. Are we done making out?
He's okay.
These sophisticates can climb rocks. Oh, guess not.
Hold on, Gary.
You know what, though? This is better than the climbing scene in North by Northwest.
I'll give you that.
Alexis, she's not badly hurt. She's all right.
Lucky for her, she has 2 femurs.
That was exciting. Oh, you should have seen this dump before the addition.
Oh, please poop on him.
What are you doing here? Well, at the moment I'm opening the door, but not very wide. You're not exactly welcome here.
But your toupee can
What's that,
stay.
It's Thursday, Mr. Abbott. Her day off. Where's Frida? Frida left yesterday. She said she thought the house was haunted. I can see what
Oh,
you mean.
God, they're so gross, Mary Jo. I hate them. I hate them. I hate
Here, hold my
crows.
hand,
I
hold
don't
my
think
hand.
she wants to
Gross.
talk to you.
And she wants her CDs back.
Janet. Where's Chris?
She's in bed.
She's making herself ill with this morbid nonsense.
Oh, it isn't bad. Chris had a fall last night on the cliff. She might have killed herself if Alexis hadn't caught her.
What
Is
was she
slipping
doing
up the rocks in your floor chimes the same as catching? Yeah.
But you heard Paul calling.
Janet.
We'll always
Oh,
be
God.
together, Chris.
Like Brad and Angelina.
Together. Always. You'll always be mine, Chris.
But now there's a pep rally in the North Gym.
Chris, I'm waiting.
Sounds like Edison's first recording.
Mary had a little lamb.
We'll be together, Chris. Together, always.
Turn the bathroom light out so you can get some sleep.
Paul and Alexis are going to be so mad when they find out she's upside down on that house.
What'd the doctor say?
Chris wouldn't have a doctor.
Well, she sleeps with everyone else.
To be logical about this.
She's not badly hurt. She's just bruised and shaken.
In the first place, she's in a state of hysteria. In the second place, she shouldn't be in this house. Everything in it reminds her of Paul. And finally, she shouldn't be left alone for 1 second. There's no telling what she might do.
But I'm with her all the time. I haven't left.
She snapped her spine!
Chris! Chris! Martin!
Would you look at this darling bed in a bag from Target?
Get a good look at it now, because in 75 years it'll be full of plastic grocery bags and 6-pack rings.
Chris!
Can a girl go out for a gin and her peignoir around here?
What's in that bottle?
It's just aspirin. I've got a headache.
Named Janet.
Woo!
Chris, it's dangerous for you to stay here. You need rest and care. Perhaps in a hospital.
You're trying to separate us. I won't go to a hospital. I won't leave this house.
Only until you're better.
No. You're trying to drive him away again. Now get out. Get out.
No, please. This is the best acting gig I've had.
I'll leave before I upset her anymore.
I'll see you to the door, Martin.
And I'll let it hit you in the ass on the way out.
Nice ham radio setup you got there.
Then you can resume the treatment.
If you hadn't tried to play the hero last night, all this wouldn't be necessary.
I had to save Janet, didn't I?
You're not falling in love with her, are you?
If so, I have some tips.
If I'm going to marry into this estate, there's got to be somebody for me to marry.
Just by way of making conversation, that wife of mine in Las Vegas, the one who tried to back out on me and wanted her cash settlement back, I settled with her, but not for cash.
For Bitcoin.
Now, if you should back out on me, I wouldn't hesitate to settle with you either, Alexis,
I know, because you're in such a curious position.
Hey, I made a mix 78 for you.
Mom said I'm in charge and you have to give me all your gummy bears.
How long, Chris? How long must I wait?
The Johnsons are expecting us at 7.
Sorry. Sometimes the haunting has scratches on it and it skips. Sorry.
Uh-huh. I think I just figured this out. Janet, Chris, Chrissy, and a man who imposes himself in their lives.
Yes.
Bridget, this is the pilot for Three's Company.
How could we have not?
I know. Santa, no!
Sure, this house is haunted, and 2 nefarious evildoers are after them, but you know what? She's over-accessorized.
It doesn't help, is all I'm saying.
No, look at it.
Did the piano ever get tuned? Or was that a red herring? Damn it, movie!
No, I wasn't going to marry you for your fortune.
Janet, get out of here.
Why didn't you tell me you wanted money that badly? I'd have given it to you just to get rid.
Cut!
Oh,
Yes, I'm alive. Legally, I'm dead. I'm going to stay that way. But if you're alive, I won't be able to.
Sorry, you lost me.
Down here, Janet.
Oh, no. You know, with his oily hair, fighting with Mr. X is kind of a greased hog contest.
I'm just going to order pizza real quick. Well, I'll be super hungry after this.
But I tuned the piano.
ready to get me bread, Joe. 7.25. Martin, this is...
You know, I don't like this guy, but he brings the right equipment for the job.
Operator.
No, I just know Chris is pitting out my blouse.
Chris, wake up! Can't explain. Quick, we'll take the back stairs.
Oh, well, la-di-da with all your stares.
The 1%. God.
You forgot, Paul. My profession is raising the dead.
Was that a burn?
I think so. I kind of got caught up in it. Oh, I have to do everything around here.
I'm going to quick change into my dying outfit.
He needs a beret.
Hey, trying to shoot some people up here.
You're losing quite a bit of blood, aren't you, Alexis?
I don't care. I didn't need it.
Spirits don't need any blood. Do you think bullets can harm us ghosts?
We are not afraid of no ghosts.
It's polka time.
Roll out the barrel.
Too bad you
This place is just a giant Mythbusters lab.
Great.
Your last 2 shots.
Indiana wants me. Lord, I can't go back there.
The police are here, my
Good thing I don't know any other words after that.
Your gun is empty. But at least you have been privileged to witness my best performance.
You made one little mistake. I started with 7 shells. I have 1 in the chamber.
And they both shot Alexis.
Not having a good day. Oh, no, not on the Roger and Chris sofa. Blood.
You were wonderful.
Yes. I guess there must be a better side to my nature. But now you must forget me.
No, never.
I don't need a crystal to see that your future is bright, Janet. Don't you go clinging to the...
His mustache is magnet shavings.
I live
Totally.
by feeding people's desire to escape the present. But you can't escape. For long.
Alexis, I'm afraid for you.
I'm sitting right on your bullet wounds.
Right. I'll find some spirits that want to contact people. Open the window, Janet, please.
You'll thank me in a minute.
Okay, if crows are so smart, why is he working for Alexis and not with a tech startup or something?
I won't need you anymore.
Well, can I get my last paycheck? Okay.
Bridget, do you ever notice that there are never any dead crows in the road?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's because there's always another crow going, car, car! You're welcome.
Did we miss the amazing part of the Mr. X?